What happens when grief robs us of the sense of who we are? When pain throws us into a dark forest where every step feels uncertain and every path unknown? At some point, we all face losses that disorient us. These losses can make us feel lost, like Dante in the dark wood, unsure of where to go or how to move forward. Grief is not just sadness, it is a rupture that affects our identity, our routines, and even our sense of purpose. Today, we will explore how this dark forest of the soul can be both a place of despair and an invitation for transformation. We'll reflect on the encounters we face in this darkness, the tools we can use to find light, and what our pain might be trying to teach us. Because deep down, it is in the deepest darkness that we find the brightest stars. Grief is more than sadness. It is a rupture that affects our identity, our routines, and even our sense of purpose. When we lose someone important, it's as if the ground beneath our feet disappears. We are left directionless, like a traveler entering a dense forest without a map. Imagine a woman who lost her long-term partner. She doesn't just lose the person she loved, but also the life they built together. Every habit, every routine, every shared dream seems to evaporate. She begins to question who she is now, alone, without the person who was always by her side. Another example is a young man who loses a close friend. He feels as though part of his youth, his memories, and his future plans have been ripped away. He starts questioning his own choices and dreams, as if the future has lost its meaning. Grief is like a dense forest where the trees block out the sunlight. But even in the darkness, there are paths waiting to be discovered. This darkness can be frightening, but it also forces us to look within ourselves in ways we never have before. When was the last time you felt completely lost in your own life? What does that reveal about what you need right now? Take a deep breath. Now think of a recent moment when the pain felt unbearable. What was that pain trying to show you? Listen closely. Within this dark forest, we encounter figures that challenge and teach us. They are memories of the loved one, feelings of guilt for things left unsaid, or even parts of ourselves we preferred to ignore. These encounters may seem like hauntings, but often they are disguised guides. Consider someone who lost a close relative and feels overwhelming guilt for not being present at the final moment. That guilt can be paralyzing, but it can also be an opportunity to explore what truly mattered in that relationship. By allowing themselves to feel that guilt, the person may discover a deep desire to live more fully as a way to honor the one who is gone. In analytical psychology, these figures we encounter can be understood as aspects of our shadow. The shadow represents everything we repress or deny within ourselves. During grief, these repressed parts often surface, demanding our attention. For instance, someone who always avoided showing vulnerability may find themselves forced to confront their own fragility after a significant loss. Another less-known concept is the anima animus, which represents internal masculine and feminine, emotional energies. During grief, we may access these energies in unexpected ways. A woman who always saw herself as strong and independent may discover a need for tenderness and softness, while a man who avoided expressing emotions may find a new connection with his sensitivity. Psychological alchemy offers another powerful perspective. Just as alchemists transformed lead into gold, we can transform our pain into something valuable. Maria was trapped in guilt after losing her brother. One day, she began writing letters to him, expressing everything she had left unsaid. This symbolic ritual helped her process her pain and find a new purpose. What ghosts do you encounter in this dark forest? Are they here to haunt you or to guide you? Take a deep breath now. Visualize one of these figures. What is it trying to show you? Listen closely. Grief, as painful as it is, can become an invitation for transformation. It forces us to rethink who we are and what truly matters. It's like a silent call to embark on a journey of rediscovery. But how do we respond to this call when everything feels so uncertain? A powerful tool is guided meditation. Through mindfulness practice, we can learn to reconnect with the present moment and accept pain as part of our story. Imagine someone who, upon feeling a wave of sadness, decides to pause for a few minutes and simply observe their breathing. This simple act can help them create space for the pain without letting it consume them entirely. Another technique is therapeutic writing. Writing letters to the deceased or to oneself can be a way to process emotions that haven't yet been expressed. For example, Joan lost his wife in an accident. In the months that followed, he felt an immense void and often thought he couldn't move forward. One day, he decided to write a letter to her, expressing everything he felt: longing, guilt, gratitude, and even anger. This exercise not only helped him release his emotions, but also inspired him to create something new. That's how Joan decided to start an online project to help others coping with grief. He began sharing his story and gradually found a community of people who, like him, were seeking light in the darkness. This project became a living legacy, a way to honor his wife's memory while rediscovering purpose. Symbolic rituals can also be deeply transformative. Planting a tree, lighting a candle, or creating a small tribute can help channel pain into something tangible and meaningful. These gestures remind us that, even in loss, there is room for creation and renewal. Grief is like a portal. It can lead us into darkness, but it can also guide us toward light and renewal. If your pain could speak, what would it say about what you need to leave behind or embrace? Take a deep breath now. Think of a small step you can take today to respond to this call. Listen closely. Grief teaches us about the fragility of life, but also about the power of love. Even in the deepest pain, there is an opportunity to reconnect with what truly matters. Loss reminds us that life is short, but it also invites us to live with greater intensity and purpose. Just as Dante found Virgil to guide him through the dark wood, we too can find inner or outer guides to help us move forward. These guides may be memories of the loved one, lessons we extract from the pain, or even people around us who offer support. A woman lost her son in a tragic accident. Amidst her pain, she decided to dedicate her life to helping underprivileged children. She transformed her personal tragedy into a legacy of love, creating a project that impacted hundreds of lives. In doing so, she found not only a new purpose, but also a way to keep her son's memory alive. The light we seek is already within us. Often, we just need to take the first step to find it. Ask yourself, what is your pain trying to teach you? How can you use that lesson to illuminate your path? Perhaps it's an invitation to be kinder to yourself, to value the small things, or to seek deeper connections with others. Take a deep breath now. Visualize yourself taking that first step. How would it feel to sense that your pain has a greater purpose? Listen closely. Today, we explored how grief can throw us into a dark forest, but also how that same darkness can be an invitation for transformation. We discovered that our pain carries important messages, and that by listening to them, we can find purpose and connection. You are not alone on this journey. Even in the darkness, there is light waiting to be found. Grief can be devastating, but it can also be a portal to something new. It challenges us to rethink who we are and reconnect with what truly matters. If this video touched your heart, share your story in the comments. Where are you on your journey through the dark forest? Together, we can illuminate each other's paths, because in the end, it is in the deepest darkness that we find the greatest revelations.